Welcome to Spindles Workshop. I'm so glad you're here. As you just saw, we just cleaned these up. I'm gonna go ahead and try to make segments out of this. I'm gonna cut angles on here to create a zigzag pattern. So hopefully it'll work out. If you have any interest in seeing how that works or how I go about doing it, stick around and we'll get it done. All right, so what we're going to try to do now is we're going to cut 30-degree angles in here, flip them and glue them together to start creating our zigzag pattern. So let's go ahead and get that done. All right, I'm going to cut each piece here about 1.5 inches long. I added this stop to try to have some kind of accuracy, even though I don't need full accuracy right now because I'm going to be gluing these together and cutting them again. But we want to have some kind of closeness. So let's go ahead and get that done. All right, I'm going to start gluing these together. I'll show you one and then it'll just be the same process for all of them. So I'll just clean off any little burrs or anything that the saw might have put on there. I'm going to go ahead and put some wood glue on there. I'll rub it in. And I'll put a little drop of super glue just to kind of hold it together while the other glue dries. I'll do like a little rub joint and I'll try to line them up the best I can. And that's pretty much it. No clamp or anything, just a rub and hold it for a couple seconds while the super glue dries. And then set them aside and wait for the wood glue to dry. So I'll repeat that process on all of these and I'll bring you back when that's done. So I have all of these glued up together. I'm gonna go ahead and clean them up on the sander. I'll let you see what that looks like and then I'll go ahead and do them all. Okay, I have them all glued up, sanded down, cleaned up. Next thing I'm going to do is cut them square, I guess, or flat. Get rid of this arrow. So what I'll do is I'll pick this point here and then this point here. So I'll cut that and that, make it square. It's not really square, but make it 2 flat sides. I'll do that to all of them, and then I'll start cutting the angles to make it into a ring. So let's go ahead and get these all marked up and cut. All right, so I cut these all flat, top and bottom. I'm going to use my laser, and I'm going to just pick up the corner of the piece. I measured each of these. They're basically pretty damn close to the same size. So I'm just going to use my laser, pick up the corner, cut the angle, 15-degree angle on here. So I'm going to go ahead and run through all of these. So I got these all cut up, the 15-degree angles. I got an extra piece. I'm going to start gluing them by hand. I don't think I'll be able to glue it as a ring, so what I'll do is I'll do a set like this, glue those together, then glue this set together, you know, matching up the pattern, and then glue up like, let's say, half like this, and then I'll be able to sand this side flat and then glue the whole ring together. So let's get it over to the bench and start gluing. All right, so I'm gonna try to glue these in sets. I'm gonna try to match them up the best that I can. Just do like a rub joint and hold it for a few seconds, and then put it aside and go on to the next one. So I'm just gonna do sets of 2, and then I'll do those sets I'll glue together until I have a half a ring. And then when I have a half a ring, I'll clean up the ends on the sander, and I will glue those together. So for now, let's just get these 1 sets done. So I have the rings, I have the ring glued in half like this. So what I'm gonna do is I got this little platform, and I'll grind these or sand these 2 sides flat, and then do the opposite half, and that way they'll match up. They'll have flat surfaces to match up. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, guys, if you made it this far, thank you so much. I really like the way this came out. For just winging it like I did, it matched up very nicely. I didn't have enough wood, the same kind of wood, to make the same ring all the way around. So you'll see that the color changes a little bit here. So I have half in that pattern, and then the other half in a different pattern, but it's still, I think it's beautiful. It's still fine. I flattened the one side to get it ready to put onto a vessel. I still have enough room on the bottom. The top is close, so when I get it on the bowl or whatever, I'm just gonna barely clean this just to get it flat, and hopefully I'll be in. So with that said, what I would have done differently, when I glued this up, the maple strips I put on, I should have just made them a lot larger. I would have had more room for waste, and I would have been able to bring this up higher. But besides that, I really like the way this matched up. I like the colors. I like everything. I think this is going to look really nice when it's finally done and on a bowl. That should be my next video. Again, guys, thank you so much. Give me a like, give me a dislike. Let me know why you didn't like it. Let me know why you did like it. To all my subscribers, thank you so much. I really appreciate all of you. If you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. And even if you don't, thank you for the view. So anyway, guys, I'm really thrilled. Like I said, for just winging this, I'm really thrilled the way it came out. All right, guys, see you next time.
Shut up and sit down.